I'm back, gamers. Hi. Hello. How are you? Happy 2022. I'm gonna be honest, this video started as an Inktober project. So it was started in October, supposed to be posted in November, and now it's January. The end of January. Ooh, sorry. I'm sorry to you. Sorry to myself. Go ahead and hit that dislike button. I'll explain myself later, but for now, at the beginning, I want to say thank you for sticking around, and I will try my best to stop stopping projects. We're gonna finish things this year. Cue the intro that I filmed 4 months ago. Okay. It's voiceover time. The original plan was to paint a miniature version of my record collection, one record for every day in October. I thought it was a cute idea because I like music and I like miniatures, so why not put the two together? The first couple paintings went pretty smoothly, but around week 2 I started to ask myself why I was doing this, and why am I making this? What does this mean? What is the purpose of making this? What is my purpose? Am I wasting my time? How have I convinced so many people to let me make art for a living? Am I going to be able to make a living? Will this be good enough? Am I good enough? And on and on and on and on. The poor hamster in my head is really running over time. My habit of constantly second-guessing myself is probably from my number one fear of failure. I'll always find a reason to not complete a project to eliminate that potential for failure. And just a side note for any current or future employers, I'm finding I think I work pretty well actually for other people or completing someone else's project because I'm able to remove myself, if that makes any sense. With my own work, it's just me, so if I mess up, it's on me, and I'm the failure. I never understood people who say they like to fail because that means they got to learn something. But wouldn't it be even better to be correct or perfect the first time around? Because that means you already knew what you needed to know, right? I don't know, that's just my way of thinking. Anyway, after doing some end of the year cleaning, the amount of discontinued art projects was a bit embarrassing, way too many, and it made me feel very guilty. So I'm here right now to finish one, and the new plan is to just paint as many as I can before the end of January. I've been trying to find techniques to help myself overcome the self-doubt induced procrastination. A useful way I found was the 5-minute rule, where the idea is to tell yourself to do a task for 5 minutes, and after those 5 minutes you're allowed to stop. Most often, you'll get in the zone within those 5 minutes and continue on working. So far, it's been working pretty okay for me. It helps me complete the hardest step, which is just getting started. I'm also trying to remind myself that it's okay to make stuff just to make stuff. It doesn't have to have a meaning or a function. I can just make it because I think it'll look cool. I don't know too much about music, I just listen to what I like. The reason I started collecting records is because an uncle of mine moved away and gave me all of his old ones, and I think the idea of collecting music is really beautiful. It's nice to have a physical item and to hold it, and I find it fascinating how a needle and a spinning piece of dented plastic can play music. It's so cool. Am I addicted to buying them? Maybe. It honestly adds up pretty quickly. The way I determine whether to buy one or not, because that's just not cheap, is that I have to like more than 80% of the album, and the album art has to be good. A bonus if the vinyl is a fun color. Hi. Ignore the back. This is a visual representation of my head. But I finished all the records. These 15 at the end actually only took me like 2.5 hours. So I don't know why I put it off for so long. Anyway, I'm gonna chop them up now.